Welcome to Cyber Risk Insider, where we explore the world of cybersecurity and help you stay ahead of the ever-evolving digital landscape. I'm Casey, and in this episode, let's take a deep dive into some basic Security 101 for AI. All right, so as you can see here, I found some resources on MITRE, and they have some pretty cool stuff. Actually, I noticed that my head is picking up some of my green screen chroma key. Let me just fix that for a second. It's a little annoying to look at. All right, so to keep things moving forward, I thought it would be cool just to get a quick overview of some basic, what is AI security. They have some pretty cool resources here that I think will be kind of cool to go through in future videos. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. But for now, let's stick to the basics. We'll build a foundation, and then we'll go from there. So here we can see what is AI security. So artificial intelligence technology is advancing at a rapid rate, and adoption is on the rise. If you remember back in like February 2024, things with ChatGPT were just kind of coming about. We know that it was already there, but things started becoming really prevalent in the media, and things were starting to be talked about much more frequently. As we've seen, we're only a year in from that stage, and we're already seeing things like Gemini being graded into our Android phones. And I'm not too familiar with iPhone, but I'm sure Siri and Apple, they have their own thing. And we're starting to see a lot of this technology be built into other areas. Once limited to only highly collected operational environments and use cases, today we see AI-enabled systems, like we just got done talking about. Software systems with one or more AI components, effectively integrated into a variety of use cases and available to the public. So we're starting to see a lot of that, right? So what we're seeing is a lot of these systems appear in different places, like cybersecurity, SOC analysis, data analysis. There's a myriad of things that this is just appearing in. Security systems, facial recognition. We're seeing this stuff embedded in robots, self-driving cars. The list goes on, and it is coming very quickly. So let's go ahead and continue. So AI security is defined as tools, strategies, and processes implemented that identify and prevent threats and attacks that could compromise the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of an AI model or an AI-enabled system. So again, that basic foundation of cybersecurity, CIA. AI security is a critical component of the AI development life cycle. So, if things weren't already complicated enough with a software development lifecycle, now we're talking about things like AI development. So we're going to have to take a lot of this stuff and put it into processes that already exist, which complicates business operations and etc. AI security is a critical component of the AI development cycle to ensure safe and consistent performance throughout operation. In addition to the existence of traditional cybersecurity vulnerabilities, incorporating AI into systems also introduces new threat vectors and vulnerabilities that require a new set of security procedures. So, our takeaway from this is we already have our traditional vulnerability management threat vectors, and we are now building on top of that with a completely different type of model and framework. So this is going to complicate things. Identifying and mitigating these AI-enabled system vulnerabilities is an integral part of AI security and requires technical and operational responses. So that last part there, when I read that, I kind of think of, identifying and mitigating. So this is going to be, again, that governance talk. This is going to be vulnerability management. This is going to be across the board in the organization. When I see something like this, I'm thinking and organization-wide risk management framework. So if you were to picture a triangle, the top level is going to be basically your organization. The middle level of that triangle will be your mission, business processes, and basically the business goal, right? Your mission statement. And then the bottom tier is going to be everything underneath that, which is going to be the basis of what's holding up the rest to get the company to its goal. And that bottom tier is going to be your system, environment, operations. So that's going to be things like your system engineers, your server management, your end user computing, software development, etc. So, although this is only 2 paragraphs, this is a pretty large statement. So these are things that we need to consider and think about with AI security at its foundation. There's some other stuff here as the list goes on. Feel free to read. I'm going to save this for some future videos. We'll go ahead and deep dive into some of this later. But for right now, I just want to get the message out there and start thinking about this little foundation here with the AI security. So I have some ideas that we can go through on future videos. But for now, let's just get the conversation started. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.